안녕하세요. 한국언니예요. Hello everyone. This is koreanlanguage who makes learning Korean fun and easy. Please don't mind my hair. I just finished yoga and here to film another video. So that's why my hair is so messy. But anyways, the topic of today's video is why are Korean people's name all 3 syllables? So I'm going to tell you briefly about how Korean names are like and some common Korean last names, facts about Korean names. All right, let's get started. So Korean names look like this most of the time. Most of the time they are 3 syllables, and the first box, this is a box for last name. So Korean names, last names always comes first. So last name, and last name in Korean is 성. 너 성이 뭐야? What's your 성? What's your last name? Last name or family name, that's 성, and it comes in the front. Next, there comes 이름. 이름 means what? Name. 이름이 뭐예요? 전화번호 뭐예요? 이름 means name. 너 이름이 뭐야? What's your name? Korean names are mostly 2 syllables. 2 syllables. There are 1 syllable name or 3 syllable name time to time, but they are mostly 2 syllables. For example, what's my name? My name is 문소현. 문 is my last name, family name, and Sohyun. Sohyun is my name. My name is Sohyun. 문소현, right? That's why our names are 3 syllable, like 문, 소, and 현. When there's 문소현, Moon is my last name and Sohyun is my name. But I went to America and in my passport, there's a space between So and Hyun. So people think So is my middle name and Hyun is my name. But Korean names, 2 syllables, this is the name. And the first one, last name. And here, I wrote the 5 most common last names of Korea. What are they? You probably know. Kim. There's always this Kim in my school, in your school. In Korean schools, of course, there's like more than 5 Kims in a class. And there's Lee, heard of Lee as well? Lee, Pak. In English, they write it as Park, but actually, it's pronounced Pak. Next one, Choi. In English, it's written as Choi, but it's not pronounced as Choi. It's Che. Like my friend Sharon Che, she is Che, not Sharon Choi. Next is Jong. It's sometimes written as Chung or Jung or Jung, Jeong, but as you can see, romanization Korean, Kim, Lee, Pak, Che, Jong. These are the 5 most common last names in Korea. And my last name, I told you that it's Moon. I searched on the internet and it says it's the 21st most common last names in Korea. So this means it's not so common. So these are the common last names of Korea. They're mostly 1 syllable. Korean last names are mostly 1 syllable. However, there are variations. There are 2 syllable names sometimes, and they are 황보 and 재갈. It's really, really rare to come across a person with 2 surnames, 2 syllable surnames. That's how rare they are. I've came across like one 황보 in my life, and there's a very famous 황보. She's a celebrity. She is known as 황보, and her last name is 황보. So I listed the most used names for boys here and girls. Top 5 most used boy names and girl names. And this survey is from 2005. So 2005 babies, they are in middle school now. Middle school, what is Korean middle school like? What's the school system there? I already made that video, so you can check that out. So let's look at the popular boy names first. 민준. 민준 from 별에서 온 그대. What's that drama in English? With 전지현 and 김수현, my boyfriend from the Star. That guy's name is 민준 with last name 도, right? 도민준. 민준. Second popular one is 현우. 현우. That's a cute name. Third one, 동현. I know some 동현s. I actually know 민준s and 현우s and 동현s. Third one is 동현. Fourth, 준혁. 준혁. I can think of some 준혁s as well. And fifth, 민재. I have a friend whose name is 민재 as well. This is so funny. I have a friend whose name is 송민재. He was my friend, my neighbor friend when I was like a little kid. There's 준혁, there's 김동현, 김현우, mostly Kims. I have so many. Not just me, there are so many Kims in Korea. Next, popular girl names. Sohyun. First one is Sohyun. That's very similar to my name, right? Sohyun. Second one, 민서. Now this name also can be used as boy's name as well. So it's pretty neutral. Neutral gender? What's that word? Anyway, can be used both in boys' names and girls' names. Number 3, 서현. There's 소녀시대 서현, right? SNSD 서현. Also, that's very similar to my name as well. 소현, just one vowel difference. Next, 수빈. 수빈. 수빈 from like Taljabet. Her name is Subin as well. Subin is a pretty name. Lastly, Yujin. Yujin. Now, Yujin, this is comfortable if you ever make an English name because Eugene, right? Eugene. So these are popular boys' names and girls' names in Korean based on 2005 survey. So we can like mix and match and create some realistic Korean names here. Like Kim Sohyun or Lee Minso, Choi Donghyun, Moon Yujin, right? Also, here these are the common Korean names that we always hear. We always have these Sohyuns and Junhyuks in our lives. These are some unique Korean names. Native Korean names. These are actually very unique because mostly Korean names are based on Chinese character. So when we take official tests, most of the time we have this space that we write our Korean name and also our Chinese character name. So even Koreans who doesn't know any Chinese characters, most of the time they know how to write their own names in Chinese character. So for example, my name, 문소현, in Chinese character, it's Moon. This is Moon. And 소. This is 소. And Hyun. This is my Chinese character name. And most Koreans and all of these last names, they have their own Chinese characters. And these names, they can write in Chinese characters as well. And also, our names, they most of the time have meanings. Because even though also the names, they have meanings. This 소 is 아름다울 소, so it means beautiful. And 현, it means 밝을 현, so it means bright. Beautiful and bright, that's what my name means. But most of the time, it doesn't mean that Koreans listen to their names and they automatically know the meaning of their names. Because we don't know what hyun this is and what 우 this is because there are so many different Hanja of Hyun's and U's. So that one we need to ask if you want to know the meaning of their Chinese characters. So if you have a Korean friend and you don't have any topic to talk to, then you can ask, what's your name? And then after that, you don't know what to say. You can say, what does your name mean in Hanja? Then they will be impressed. You knew that my name is made of Hanja? Also, you know that Hanja have meaning? And then you can talk about, your name means beautiful and bright. You do look beautiful and bright, blah, blah, blah. 바보 같아. I look so silly laughing at what I'm saying. So most of the time, Korean names, they are made of Hanja. But sometimes there are names that are made of just native Korean, which is very unique. I had friends who had native Korean names, like Nare. Nare is a native Korean word for wings. We don't use nare for wings, actually. We use 날개. That's the common word we use. But nare is used in poets, most of the time. So I had a friend named 정나래. She was my friend in high school. And this 빛이. 빛이 came from this word 빛. 빛 means what? Light. So she moved here, and 빛이 meant light. So her name was 빛이, but later she eventually changed her name. I think it's beautiful, but in middle schools, she got a little... People teased her with her name, which is so sad because it kind of sounds like this English word. You know what I'm saying. So she eventually changed her name, but I thought her name was really, really pretty because it's so unique. Unlike, 현우 and Minso and Sohyun, my name, 빛이. It sounds very unique and foreign, even though it's made of Korean native word. So I really liked it. Feel so sorry for her that there were mean people who teased her with her name. Probably they were just jealous because their names are really boring and her name was special. I also had a friend named 슬기. 슬기 comes from 슬기롭다 and it means wise. Oh, there's even a Korean drama, 슬기로운 의사생활, which is literally translated as wise doctor life, but in Korean, but in English it's hospital playlist, doctor playlist, something like that. Yeah, so these are uncommon, unique native Korean names. And also, sometimes, this is also very unique, it's not very common, there are baptismal names, right? Baptismal names, usually, you know what they are. Johan, and Anna. Sometimes there are baptismal names as well. Well, these are pretty comfortable if you go to a foreign country and people ask you, what's your name? Sohyun. Sohyun? No. Sohyun. Sohyun? No. Sohyun. But here, you can just say, what's your name? Anna. Hi Anna, blah, 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 blah. All right, guys, so today, wow, I'm sweating. It's so hot here in Korea now. It's already summertime. So today, in this video, we looked at some facts and information about Korean names. I'm pretty sure this video will cover most of your questions about Korean names. If you have some questions or some things unresolved, then feel free to comment below so I can answer your question. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. 그럼 다음 시간에 봐요. 안녕!